Should I explain what we're doing?
Yeah, so let's just say, hey everyone.
I look kind of bad.
Me too.
Whatever. Hey guys, welcome back. We're really trying to do videos once a week. Let's just say we had a lot of motivation at the beginning of the year and...
The beginning of the year, like fall.
Like August. Oh, right, because...
Like the beginning of the school year.
Yes, I'm thinking in school years, not everybody goes to school.
Yeah.
So we're really trying to get back on it.
This is all over the place.
Literally, usually we just don't film because we like hanging out together, so we don't feel like putting on a camera because we just have so much to tell each other.
Yeah. I feel like no one cares.
They do. We're treating them like our friends.
Oh, yeah.
They care about us, remember?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So everyone, today we are going to be answering all the questions we have received about the University of Miami. There are a plethora of questions here. So we thought instead of responding to all the comments, which would take days and days, we just thought we'd bang it out in a video.
Here we are.
So we posted 3 University of Miami videos. Go watch them if you haven't already. And we're just gonna go through the questions. Our first question is, did either of you apply early action or regular decision? If so, were either of you deferred? So this was in the days of Frost, I think, where you can only apply regular decision.
I don't know. You can't do early action? You might be right. I actually applied late.
Oh.
So for music school, there's a pre-screen, which is in November-ish.
December.
November,
1st.
December. Yeah. Like you have to prepare for it in November. I missed that deadline, but mine was regular decision, and I heard back late December, and then my audition was early February.
I applied regular decision. I think you could only apply regular decision.
You might be right.
But I don't want to say that because that could be very wrong. I applied regular decision and found out I got an audition in, I think, January, and
Yeah.
it was in February.
There's usually like 5 to 6 audition weekends. That might be maybe 4.
I think there's like 3.
Oh.
Frost, I think, has 3 because I remember there
Okay.
were 3 to choose from. But then I found out in like the middle of March to the end of March.
That you were in.
It was a crazy time.
It was very exciting.
Neither of us were deferred. But this is a good segue into our next question. I got deferred from UMiami, but then they said I could have a chance by applying to regular decision, and they'll have to look at my application again. Do you think I'll get a chance? I definitely do think you'll get a chance. They do look at every application again when they are considering you for regular decision, but...
And it could be somebody different looking at your application.
And you're against different people. The applicant pool isn't the same.
So definitely, 100%.
And I know a lot of people who got deferred and then got in.
Try again, as in like don't rule it out, because they might take you. You never know.
I just got accepted into U and was wondering what scholarships I could get to cover tuition. We both got music scholarships, performance scholarships, but I also got 2 scholarships from the state of Florida, being a Floridian and staying in Florida to go to Florida college.
So that's like an in-state situation, which most states have that. And right?
Yeah.
I know New York does. And I'm on a grant as well, and you can also get federal aid if you need it, and apply for like subsidized or unsubsidized loans, and that's all laid out for you when you get your package. It's explained. Yeah, but there are ways.
Our next question is a Frost question. It says, hi, I applied to EA for the music business program this year and was wondering how much you think they take into consideration the sight reading portion of the audition. Not a lot. I think is if you can perform well, or whatever your principal instrument is, if you do that well, or if you're a good songwriter, whatever, however you're applying, if you do that well, they're gonna take that into more consideration than they will your sight reading.
To me, sight reading is just like checking where you are. So that would just be like, if you're really good at it, they'd be like, check, bonus. They'd probably give you like whatever the scale is, they'd give you high marks. But if you don't do well, it's not gonna be like, you're not in. It's just a way to check that skill, because that's only one skill of being a musician, and it doesn't necessarily mean you're a good or bad musician. So.
The next question we have is, do you think they take into account ECs and essays if your GPA and ACT aren't slightly under their range. I think this person meant to say are slightly under their range. So ECs, your extracurriculars and your essays definitely count and can definitely help you. They won't hurt you. I think your GPA and ACT, if they're not in the range, I don't think it's a flat out no, not in, but it definitely helps the higher your GPA and ACT are. I don't know if like your extracurriculars and essays will be able to save you.
Yeah.
But just because they're out of the range doesn't mean you're not going to get in.
Yeah, and I also think, speaking for myself, I always had some trouble with tests, but my GPA was like pretty solid. So I think if like you have a situation where it's one or the other is looking good, and it all depends. It's all honestly a toss-up. Like that's why some schools are reach schools, because based on your numbers, it might make sense for you not to get in, but you might, because they might like read your essay, be super blown away, and be like, this person needs to get in. Like, yeah. So I think everything in your application helps, and I know I added like supplements to a lot of mine because I didn't apply to just music schools. So for my liberal arts schools and stuff, I would put like my art and music in there.
Yeah.
I think it does help because they're looking for
sure.
people.
It helps. It's not gonna count against you to have like
but you're
a
right.
lot of extracurriculars.
You're right that if the numbers are in range, obviously it's like more of a shoe-in or a guarantee.
Yeah. We have a question. What's the best freshman dorm? I would say Eaton.
I would agree. We both lived in. We don't live there anymore, so
yeah, we
no
can
one's
say.
gonna come find us. We lived in Rossboro.
Yeah, in Stanford, which was supposed to be knocked down this summer.
But it wasn't, so.
I would say Eaton because it's suite style and it's the bigger of the suite style rooms. So Mahoney Pearson is suite style and Eaton is suite style. In Eaton, the rooms are larger, it's nicer.
A little more like sunny, right? Isn't there more natural light going on?
Yeah, your view will be better.
Because you're near the lake.
You're near the lake, better location. In Mahoney Pearson, the buildings are like this. So all of these rooms and all of these rooms just look at each other. It's so ugly and horrible.
Yeah.
In Eaton, you could have a view of the lake. You could have a view of just Miami. Eaton all the way.
Eaton. And also, the thing about where we lived our freshman year is the communal bathrooms were not fun. So that's the nice thing about suite style living, is that you don't have to share a bathroom with 20 people.
Yeah, oh God. Our next question, are the people really snobby who go here? I've been wanting to go to this school, but was worried about the social life and how people act that attend this school.
Aww.
There definitely are snobby people here.
Yeah.
For sure. But I wouldn't say that a majority of them are snobby.
No.
I wouldn't even say half of them are snobby.
I think the nice thing about this school is that it's big enough where you can find your kind of people.
For sure.
You're gonna find snobby people in any community, probably. Not in any community, but in like a college setting where there's people from different upbringings, different backgrounds and everything. Yeah, there's gonna be all kinds. But I like Frost in particular because it's a smaller subset of the community, which you might find in whatever you major in. And chances are you'll have things in common with the people that you are taking classes with, if you're taking classes you're interested in. So I think you can find people who aren't snobby.
For sure.
There are snobby people, but
not everyone's like that.
No.
And
I don't have run-ins with them ever.
No.
You just kind of see somebody and you're like all right, my dude.
Yeah. This question, does the dining hall offer drinks? Also, do you see athletes walking on campus?
Yes.
So yes, you
do.
see athletes walking around on campus. I've never seen, well actually I have. I have seen like football players. I feel like those are the most like
obvious?
No, like famous.
Oh yeah.
Of the athletes.
It's also obvious though because like what, I'm 5'7", it's like
yeah, and they usually have like football attire.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But yeah, you see the athletes all the time. And the dining hall offers like anything you would find in like a food court, I feel like.
Yeah. There's like a soda machine thing. Are they talking about what kind of drinks?
So
the Rat has beer if you're looking for that.
Yeah, the Rat has beer.
Drink responsibly.
That's the on-campus restaurant. One of the on-campus restaurants, the Rathskeller.
Yeah, but it's a type of place. It's like a jerk. I don't know.
Anyways, let's just re-answer this question a little bit. So the dining hall offers coffee, tea, sodas,
lemonade,
juices, milks.
Milks.
And then if you want beer, you can go to the Rat, which is the University of Miami's campus restaurant, school spirit bar.
Yeah, we'll insert a picture.
Okay, great. So now we're just going to answer some questions that have nothing to do with the University of Miami but are college related. So if we could go back to 8th grade, no, sorry.
Ooh.
If you could
8th grade.
If you could travel back to 11th grade, what advice would you give yourself?
Whoa, that's a great question.
It's a great question, but it's so heavy.
Thank you, Ashley.
I would tell myself to relax. First of all,
I know.
don't take everything so seriously, because in the life that you're about to live, your problems right now are this big, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not that deep.
Yeah. I would say, I mean, I don't have any regrets because I'm really glad I go here.
Right.
I would say to myself to trust my gut because I knew I wanted to go here, even if it's scary. And I think to just live in the moment. Honestly, this is so emo.
Live in the moment.
But
oh my
11th grade is so fun.
And don't wish it away.
No, like, and I know, like, there are people that you go to school with that you hate. And you have to go to school with them every day. And you're like, I hate these people. And there's people that you love. And there's, like, classes that you hate. And there's classes that you love. Blah, blah. But
enjoy it while you can.
Yeah, there's just something really special about it. Because now, as a junior, I'm, like, thinking about grad school. Like, which city I want to move to. How I'm going to make money to support myself. Like, I just think there's something to be said about, like, if you have a job, enjoy that job. Save some of that money, spend some of that money. Like, buy yourself that thing that you want.
Yeah.
Hang out with your friends.
Yeah.
Like,
live your high school life while you're there, because you'll never go back, and it's kind of sad, but it's also like a chapter of your life.
Yeah. And in terms of college, just trust the process. It's going to be okay. You're going to find a place. And if you don't like it, you can transfer. I swear to God, there's like at least 3 people who are very close to me who have transferred. And they're happier now. So even if you make a choice, it's not like you're, sealing away your fate.
True. Would you start applying to scholarships earlier, and if so, where? No, because I wanted to see what the school would give me first.
I applied for some stuff that was like local. That wouldn't have like, but it was like small scale stuff. I don't really know like what options that you know of, this person who's asking this question, but I was the same way. I mean, I think that when you get packages from schools, it's really, really valuable to barter with them, especially if that's the only way you're going to be able to go there.
Yeah.
You can be like, well, school A gave me this, so school B, I want to go there, but I'm not going to go there unless you know what I'm saying?
The next question is, should I get a job this summer to start saving up for college, or should I just enjoy the free food that I'm receiving while I'm still in my parents' home? I'd say get a job.
I would say get a job too.
There's definitely a nostalgia of like high school summer, beaching, and just kind of living your best life. You can have that, but I would get a job simultaneously.
I think it's good practice to earn money and then decide like what you're gonna do with it. Yeah. I got my first job my sophomore year of high school, I think. And I had 2 different jobs in high school, and then now in college I'm doing 2 jobs at the same time. One of them's teaching and one of them's working at the concert hall. But I just think it's good practice, because then by the time you're in college, like once I applied for this concert hall job, I had already had 2 jobs that I had applied for and interviewed for, and you can say you have had experience. And
definitely get a job, something for your resume, transferable skills, and money. I think there's money. Just the only negative side of getting a job is the time
and the flex. Sometimes you don't have as much flexibility as you want.
But I would definitely.
It's worth.
Our last question is, would you stop at the minimum of 100 hours for Bright Futures or keep getting more hours? So this is the 100 hours minimum of volunteer that you need to get the Bright Futures scholarship, which
we have something like that.
This is the Florida one. I would say, if you are very passionate about volunteering, go for it. Universities love to see that you volunteered and dedicated your time to helping other people. If it's an extracurriculars of yours, great. I don't think that you need to go over the 100 hours for any reason of like gain. I don't think you
like to get in somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think having only 100 hours will hurt you or put you at less of a chance of getting into a university.
Man, this is putting me back into this like high school headspace. I think part of it is that everyone in your life, if you're getting like pressure to do that, it's because people want you to stand out.
Yeah.
So like the point of trying to get into college is like to advertise yourself as like the best version of yourself. It's basically like doing a commercial on yourself, which is so hard, especially when you're like 17.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I've gained personality way more recently than that.
Yeah.
Like, who was I at 17? I don't know.
I know. Or a robot, I feel like.
Yeah. But if you love it, yes. If you don't love it, spend your time doing something that like is gonna set you apart because you like it. Don't just do it to set yourself apart, I guess.
Exactly. I would say don't rack up the hours just for the edge that it'll give you when you're applying, because if there are things that you're passionate about, maybe you're passionate about the arts or debate or something like that, do that.
And that could help the community anyways. Like it's all going to be good.
And I think
you put your mind to.
It'll all come out on a college application as equal.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, we just talked for 18 minutes.
Wow. We can add one more thing.
Yeah.
That I think if you show that you've been dedicated to something, that always looks really good.
Yeah. They just want to see how you're spending your time. And as long as it's not just like sitting watching TV every single day for all the hours of the day, it'll be good.
Fine. Yeah.
We hope that we answered all your questions. Please leave us any more questions you have.
This was fun.
Comments.
Yeah, I liked talking about it.
Yeah. And go Canes, like and subscribe.
Yeah. Comment down below if you're a Cane. Bye.